guys. Things just are not going to plan this week at all. I am behind schedule on tons of stuff. Today is Thursday. No, it's not at all, sorry, it's Wednesday. I'm lost with the days. I'm supposed to have already had a tutorial Thursday video filmed and ready to upload and publish to the channel tomorrow, and it ain't happening because this week's just been manic, and then today's been busy, and then as soon as today stopped being busy and I got a chance to sit down, I've got the shakes. It's on and off, it's not too bad. It's not because I'm hungry or anything like that, it's because of the stupid meds that I'm coming off of. Over the last few weeks I've had to slowly wean myself off them. This week I've come down from 2 a day to 1 a day to 1 every other day, and this week I am on 1 every 2 days. Take 1, miss 2 days, and then take 1, and today is day 2 of where I don't take 1, and the withdrawals are hitting me quite hard today. Not only am I shaking and I've got to make a bracelet, I'm having a hot flush right now, and I mean a serious hot flush. I've had the window open a couple of times before even flicking the camera on, and then I've had to shut it again because it got really noisy. But I think just for the time being, guys, you're going to have to put up with the noise because I am melting. The heating is on but not really hot, so let's open this bottom one. Oh wow, wow. Let's just open the blind a little bit more, you might get a bit more light. That's better, I think. For you it is anyway, not for me. It's like, what time is it here? No, it's only 20 to 5, but the lighting's a bit dodgy. Like I say, for you guys it's probably okay. For me it's going a bit dull. I don't know if this is showing up. My phone's actually kind of at an angle like that on the tripod, but to me, looking through it, it looks like it's straight. So I'm sorry if you're lopsided, guys. But I mentioned in one of my other videos, can't remember which one it is now, a few videos back anyway, a couple of nights ago I kicked the tripod and knocked it kind of out of position, but I also managed to kind of move the arm on it. When I was putting it back, I moved the arm that the camera sits in, well, that holds the clippy bit that the camera sits in, and I just can't get the angle right again. It's weird. Anyway, I will sit down, I will take a breath, because I'm having a hot flush, and why it takes my breath away I do not know. Wow, I don't know if the hot flush is part of the withdrawals or what, but oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm beading, so I just thought I'd flick the camera on because I'm bored. I love beading, really do. Got to sit and do it all day long, but I usually put music on, or I'll listen to like podcasts, or I'll stick a YouTube tutorial on in the background and just listen, basically background noise. I can't see it because I face the window, the telly's behind me, I'm in the bedroom. But I figured I can't watch telly and I'm really not in a musicy mood, so I'll just flick the camera on and nag you guys to death. So, but yeah, today I'm doing something a little bit different. You've seen me do these kind of bracelets before. I actually did a Bead with Me video, I think it were. Yeah, Bead with Me, doing one of these bracelets for excuse me, Annie over at Made in the Meadow. Excuse me again. So this isn't really going to be any different. The only difference is this is a rainbow bracelet, and it's for a child. I was asked, I did a rainbow bracelet the exact same way I'm going to do this one for Michelle, over at Shell's CCC. Links and everything in the description as usual. And she was just showing it off. I think she was showing it off, or I showed a picture of it or something anyway. No, I think she did. She was on about rainbows one day in one of her groups, and she showed the picture, and one of the ladies in her groups like, oh my gosh, I love it, can you do a child's version? I was like, I don't see why not, but I didn't have any wire. My wire is this. Not sure the size, but this is adult size. So I quickly went and had a look and found a child size, which is actually only just smaller. Not much. So I told her there is absolutely no obligation to buy, but I'll get some in and I'll give it a try. Would you like to be a tester? Because obviously I've no idea what the sizing is going to be like on them, and if you're a tester, I'd do it for you a bit slightly cheaper, just for some not positive, but some genuine feedback. If it's rubbish, tell me it's rubbish. If it's great, tell me it's great. I need to know. So she's like, yeah, go ahead. So this was before Christmas, but I'm just getting around to doing it now. So we shall see. We shall see. Comes on a big reel sort of thing, or slinkies as I call them. Just like the adults one. It's stainless steel, so anybody who has metal allergies, especially kids obviously, because this is for kids, not suitable. I cleared it with the lady in question, and she's like, no, not that I'm aware of, so there you go. But like I said, it comes on like slinkies. So, and actually I need to cut this down, and sod's law, I don't know where my pliers are. Pliers, wire cutters. I thought they were there, but they're not. They're being in my little pouch thing here, but they are not. They're not here either. The only tools I have here are these ones, which are no good for cutting. I will be back in a minute, guys, because I've got a feeling they're in the workroom. Yep, they were indeed in the workroom. Cutting pliers and round nose pliers, which I'm going to need to turn the ends when I'm done. So don't need them, they can go over there, and these can go in there where they're supposed to be. Actually no, they can't, because I need them. Before I do that, I am going to put my bead mat on this, because this isn't very good for stopping beads from sliding off, and I'm going to use one of my new bead mats that I got for Christmas. Normally I would use this. Normally I'd use this little one that's layered up on half a dozen others, just to keep them together more than anything. Normally I'd use that, but I got some bigger ones for Christmas. So let me just pop up here and see which colour kind of shows up the best on camera. That's not too bad. I think that one's, well, it'll add to the lighting if nothing else. So, and this is so cool, these are bigger. I really need to move them beads, don't I? Oh my god, don't breathe, because this is usually when I spill them. Especially at the moment, because I've got the shakes. It kind of comes and goes. It's a bit intermittent at the moment. I am shaking still, but not as bad as I was when I first turned the camera on. It's nothing to do with nerves, like I say. I mean, I do tend to shake a little bit sometimes when I'm on camera because I'm a bit nervous, but at the moment I don't know what's going on. It's definitely part of the meds thing. Oh, which I bet you're all absolutely sick and tired of hearing about, because every video I've done for the past couple of weeks, in 2019, basically every video I've done in 2019 so far has been chatting about something to do with what happened. And alright guys, I'm just checking in for him. What happened and why. Oh yeah, that shows up awesome, doesn't it? Cool. Yeah, what happened and why I'm on the meds and blah blah. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but for those who don't know, I hurt my shoulder. I slipped in the bath on Christmas Day, hurt my shoulder, been on some horrible meds, and now I'm trying to wean. Now I've been told to wean myself off them, and yeah, the side effects coming off them are worse than the side effects being on them. So not something I really want to be going through. Just pop that there in case you just happen to forget who we are, even though there's a cup there weed on, you know, because you can't see my business card now. I haven't gotten that. I need coffee. Oh. I need coffee, which is nearly cold again, because I always do this, make a brew and then I forget. Don't necessarily forget about the brew, but I forget to drink it. So, let's see. So, right, what do we need to do? I think I actually don't normally cut these until I get further down, and then I know how much I'm going to need, but we usually use around 5 or 6 coils. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's cut 10 off. Just makes it easier to work with, really, from my perspective. This is going to be fun. Am I going to be able to cut it? I wouldn't have been able to do that with my other arm. I have no strength in my other arm at all at the minute. Which is really awkward, because I am right-handed. I write with my right hand, but I do a lot of things predominantly left-handed. So I'm really struggling. Oh, that breeze is so nice. Right, now I don't think I'll use all 10. In fact, I probably definitely won't use all 10. That'd be too much, I think. But I'm not sure how many we will use. It's usually 5 to 6, I think, when we do these bracelets. Kind of depends how it works up. But let's get going. Yeah, this mat's definitely helping with the lighting. Where are we at? Nearly 6 minutes already, and I haven't even done anything yet. Right, so let's get started. Let's just put a few beads out at a time. Oh, and I've cut my nails as well, so it's going to be slightly harder work for me picking them up. Should have done this beforehand. So guys, anybody been doing anything fun lately? I mean, we're in February now. It's the 6th today. But has anybody done anything awesome since Christmas? Birthdays, anniversaries, you know? Any kind of celebrations? Or anything just fun in general? No. We haven't really done anything much. Although exciting, I lost 1.5 pounds today at Fat Club. You really wanted to know that, didn't you? So, there's nothing really to explain to this process. I hope these cars aren't annoying you too much. Oh my gosh, I've got such bad acid reflux right now. Which, again, I don't think is down to the tablets. I think that's just stress. So, let's get cracking. Like I said, there's nothing major about this process. It's just picking beads up and putting them on the wires. Very slow and boring process. Quite therapeutic at times. But otherwise, I'm not even sure why I flicked the video on camera on, really, because I don't actually really have much to talk to you about. I just figured, hey, while I'm sat here, let's have a chat. And it just gives me another thing to put on YouTube to keep the account active. Because, you know, being on YouTube has its advantages. But it also has its disadvantages, because like any social media, if you don't use it often enough, it goes stale and people stop coming and visiting, and then you start to go poo. Then you start feeling poo yourself because it's not doing anything, and is it really worth it? But yeah, it is actually, you know. Even though your stats drop if you don't use it enough, like any social media, I would definitely recommend YouTube. Definitely. See, I don't use it anywhere near as much as I should. I don't use it anywhere near like I should. But I have so much fun when I do. Can't even get that on. The interaction is awesome. I get comments on videos, but I also get private messages too. People who don't necessarily want their comments to be seen publicly underneath the videos will message me privately, and yeah, it's awesome. The feedback is amazing. I get better feedback on YouTube than I do on any other social media. I'm not in frame at all for this, am I? Just to make this a bit more fun for you guys, I'm gonna re-angle this so you can actually see what I'm doing rather than see the beads. Yeah, that's better. I'm in frame there, I think. I forget to check when I get going. Where did that go? I'm gonna get rolled back in its own pile, isn't it? Anyway, what am I colour I am on? Orange, yellow, it's there. But yeah, the feedback I get from YouTube, it's awesome. Far more. More frequent. Not always the same people, which is cool. But it's nice when it is the same people, because I kind of like have like one-to-one conversations going on with quite a few of my subbies now, which is cool because it's like getting to know them more on a personal level as well. Constantly giving me not criticism, but constructive criticism, that's it. Which is cool because quite a few of them are YouTubers themselves, so that is really cool. That's even more awesome. Some of them just comment in general, some of them comment asking, you know, is there any tips or hints or anything you can give me because I want to start my own channel. And just basically just do it. No matter what you're doing, just do it. Find something you want to do and then just do it. Whether it be craft with me style videos like these. I started out with the mail time videos because at that particular time, been going since May 2017, so what are we in now? February, March, April, May, nearly 3 months short of 2 years. So back then, mail time videos were quite popular. So I thought, right, well, I'm not bothered whether I'm popular or not, but to get my videos chance to be seen more, my channel, should I say, chance to be seen more, let's do whatever's popular. So I went down the mail time route, which were cool. And it wasn't even a case of going out, like reaching out to people saying, hey, can I have a freebie and do you a review on it? I was just doing mail time videos based on purchases I'd made myself, genuine purchases from fellow crafters that I really liked. And I thought, well, I'm buying all this stuff anyway for me or for the business. I'll do a video on it. One, it gives me something, content to post about. I love doing them because I get really excited. I'm having these genuine screechy reactions and everything off camera anyway. I might as well do it on camera. It's good for the people I'm buying from as well to see that natural, oh my god, reaction. But also, at the time, it was like, well, I'm going to do it anyway, guys, because I want to go down that route. I want to try and go down that route anyway. Not mail time, but YouTube route. You guys buying me ordering stuff from you guys is giving me something to post about, but it's helping you too, because I always link to people below, whoever I've bought from or whatever, whoever I'm doing the videos for. I always link them below anyway, so it gets them more noticed too. Like, credit where credit's due, so it's kind of a win-win. They get free publicity, I get content to share. A couple of them have sent, not freebies, I've never asked for them, and I would never anyway, I never asked for a discount, but a few people have turned around and said, look, thanks very much for the videos, blah de blah, you've ordered such a thing, I'm going to send you this as well. Would you like to review it for me? I'm like, yeah, but let me pay for it at least, or give me a discount, I don't want it for free. Quite a few of them have said, no, we're not doing that, either you take it, you know, don't pay for it, or we're not sending it. So I have had quite a few freebies kind of that way. But nothing major kind of thing. Just a bit like a, well, you've ordered all this, we'll send you a keyring kind of thing, or something like that. So it's like, yeah, great. A couple of people that I've been in collaboration with myself, other businesses, friends, that I've been in collaboration with myself have sent stuff that I've reviewed. And what have you. But yeah, it's awesome. But I do it anyway. Get on. I'm struggling. But yeah, I do it anyway. Like, I don't expect anything in return for it or whatever. I love doing it anyway. But then, summertime last year, I started doing the journals. Well, scrapbooking actually. I started scrapbooking. Then I started doing the journals. Are you still seeing this? Am I in frame? And then through doing that, I joined a couple of different groups associated with the journaling. And oh wow, the channel really took off after that. As soon as I started doing the journals and I joined that group, well, not that group, but a couple of groups, the channel just went mad with new subscribers and people commenting. I've made tons of awesome new friends. But yeah, so now it's just kind of a mix of things. As I will always do my mail time videos, not necessarily every single mail time I get now, but I will always do the mail time videos because I love doing them. I love doing everything else, but I love doing the mail time. But now I'm getting more and more requests for journal videos, especially after doing Chloe's junk journal series. That was amazing, and that kind of made the channel. That's what gave it such a boost. That went down really well, and that was thanks to Shell from Shell's CCC, because I'd made a journal for her birthday in September last year, and she loved it. She knew nothing about it. She loved it that much. She's like, oh my gosh, I need you to make one for a friend's little girl. I'm like, yeah, okay. She said, complete full reign, you do whatever you want, full creative reign kind of thing. She said, but it's got to be pink, girly, well, pinky, purple, girly, fluffy, unicorns, fairies, all that sort of thing. So I'm like, sounds easy enough. Oh, yes, that journal was fun to do. Quite stressful, but really fun to do. And there were quite a few comments when I did the final flip through video. There were quite a few comments about my very, very, very shaky tone of voice. Because when I was doing it, I was literally in tears. I did not want to part with it. I knew it would go into a good home, but I really didn't want to part with it. I'm like, I want to keep it. I love it. But it went to an absolutely amazing little girl. It's gone to a very good home. It is extremely loved. And from what her mum said, it's used daily, or very regular anyway. She takes it all over with her. And oh my gosh, bless her little heart. She's 11. Is she 11 or 12 now? No, she's 12 this month actually. But yeah, she's 11. And her mum sent me a video. Well, her mum sent Shell a video and then gave permission for Shell to send it to me. But yeah, she sent me a video of her actually opening it. She didn't seem to say very much while she were opening it. But sort of like, wow, this is awesome. But kind of looking as though to say, what on earth is this? What do I do with it? Kind of look on her face. But then afterwards, she said she probably more shocked than anything. She was just awesome. Shell added a few bits to it as well. What bits she could, because it were a chunky monkey journal. But yeah, she said she'd took it away kind of thing after doing the video. She said, and she flipped through it half a dozen other times and kept coming, oh my god, look at this, Mum. I didn't, each time she went through it, she found something different that she'd missed before, like you do when you're quickly flipping through something because you're excited and whatever, and it finally all sunk in and everything, and she's like, I really, really, really love it. And then, bless her, she did a video, she did another video thanking me for it. Like, she did her mum videoed her kind of sending me a message saying thank you very much for her journal, she really, really loves it, this, that and the other, blah de blah, thank you to Shell as well. And then she's like, I really do. This were on Christmas Eve as well. Her mum let her open it Christmas Eve, and bless her, because she's like, oh, thank you very much, blah de blah de blah. She's like, I really don't know how Santa's gonna top this. And I just lost it completely. I just completely had a meltdown. I was like, oh my god, how sweet. I'm like, that's just amazing. I asked her mum afterwards, I said, did Santa manage to top that present? She said, well, she got a new phone and something else or whatever it were, or I can't remember what she said she got now. She said, but I think the journal still has top spot. I'm like, oh my gosh, bless her. But yeah, but it's actually her birthday this month. I'm pretty sure Shell said it was on the 26th or the 27th of this month, and a few of us in a little group that we're in, her mum knows, but a few of us that are in a little group together, we're gonna sort of like send her like a mass bundle of birthday cards and a couple of gifts and that sort of thing. And I'm like, I know just the thing to send her. Excuse me, no spoilers, but I know just exactly what to send her. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Well, making that, should I say, and then getting it sent off. So yeah. But yeah, oh, just wow, best reaction ever. Really, really. I mean, I grew up with journals, making my own out of scrappy bits of paper and stapling them together, that sort of thing. But also, my mum bought me one every year from, I can't even remember how old I were. I've always had some sort of a book to doodle in. ever since I can remember. But I've always had some sort of journal or a diary as well. So I was like, as soon as Michelle said, oh, you know, it's for Alyssa's daughter and she's 11, I'm like, oh yes, wicked, wicked. Because I would have killed to have something like that when I was that age. I mean, like, I tried making my own as best I could. I didn't even realise until I delved into the world of it last year. I didn't even realise, and I'm like, oh my gosh, all this junk journaling and everything. And when you watch all these people making these journals, like, Mum, I was doing that when I was like 12. And she's laughing and she's like, yeah, you were actually. I just didn't even know it were a thing back then. It were just scrap pieces of paper and old pictures and stuff that I just stapled together to make a book out of. So, because I've always scrapbooked. Mum kick-started that kind of, I wouldn't say obsession, but Mum kick-started that by always keeping a scrapbook of postcards, and we also did stamp collecting as well. So mine were just a scrapbook full of all sorts of stuff, which really, scrapbook is just like a junk journal. Except back then scrapbooks were already made for you. You just went to the shop and bought them. But yeah, I always used to throw different pieces of paper and stuff like that together, and I'm like, I really like my scrapbooks, but I want this paper in it, and I want that in it, and I want to put that picture in it. So she's like, well, make your own then. So I did, and then I used to staple them together, and then when it were too thick to be able to staple them together, she just used to run it under a sewing machine and sew across the top of it, which is what they do now in the junk journals. A lot of them do that. So I'm like, oh, wow, I can't believe we were actually already that were actually already a thing when I was that young and didn't know what it were. So, of course, getting back into that sort of a thing just came naturally, just like making jewellery. So I'm like, yes, found my calling in life. So now I flick between the journals and the jewellery. Although at the moment in time it's been more journals because I can't use this arm properly to be able to make the jewellery with, which I'm absolutely devastated about at the moment because I can't do any hand stamping with the metal stamps, not rubber stamps. I can't do any hand stamping, and I'm mortified because the other week, not last week, the week before I think it were, one of fellow stampers and friend was de-stashing some stamps, and I got 2 stamps off her. I got a what did I get? I got a camera and I can't remember what the other stamp were, but I know one of them were a camera. I can't remember what the other one were, but one of them's definitely a camera, so I'm like, yay, can't wait to use them, but can't use them at the moment. Even though I stamp with this hand, so like I hold the hammer in this hand, but I hold the stamp in this hand, like the metal will be on the stamping block. I hold the stamp, I hammer, then obviously the hammer hits that stamp, the stamp hits the metal and the thing, but then the vibration, like the kickback, vibrates back up that stamp and up my arm into my shoulder, and you do not want to know the words that came out of my mouth when I tried. They are definitely not for ears, not for anybody's ears. I think I invented swear words that didn't even exist, so I won't be doing that again in a hurry. I thought it was bad enough when I tried last year when I pulled my back out, but oh my gosh, no way, no way. That pain in my shoulder that ricocheted up my arm and into my shoulder when I did that, wow, that was like no pain I've ever felt before. Well, ever experienced before. So no, that was 3 weeks ago. But yeah, so, and it's kind of like, I don't know if I dare try. I honestly don't know if I dare try yet. So how long it's going to be before I can go back to doing the stamping, guys, I do not know. I do still have some things ready made. So I'm hoping that there'll be enough kind of like for me to put in the shop. For those of you who don't know, I am on it. Well, we are on Etsy, but we've also got a new shop open that's called My Crafty. My Crafty. It's a website called My Crafty. But yeah, I signed up for the 12 months membership, and we're on there. So the My Crafty website. Just one second. I'm gonna go and turn the light on, guys, because I can barely see a thing. It's still looking quite light here through the camera, but I can barely see a thing. It's like nearly pitch black in this room. I don't know how the light is going to affect. Probably gone orange now. Don't know how the light is going. How the light's going to affect the video in, but I'm sorry. Put up with it. Just. Whoops. Let me shut the blind. Otherwise, everybody can see him. No, it's not too bad. I might cast a bit of a shadow, but it's not too bad. Don't think I need the lamp on as well. Let's see. Oh no, yeah. We'll leave the lamp on as well. Just added a bit. Although the light will get brighter because it's an energy bulb. Let's see. I think the lamp is casting a shadow. Actually, no, it's the big light that's casting the shadow. We'll see. Like I said, it will get a bit brighter because it's an energy lamp. An energy bulb. I'm just going to scooch down a little bit as well, because I think I've pretty much been out of frame this whole time. I'm sorry if I have. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think I've done too bad, actually. Well, we're getting there. This is how far I've got so far. Like I said, it's a very slow process, and this video is basically just you listening to me waffle on. But yeah. So, where am I up to? Oh my goodness, I can't even tell where I'm up to. Blue, indigo. Right, back to red. So I usually do try and stop on that one, and then I can know where to start. Yeah, can you remember what I was talking about now? YouTube. Ha! Lost my train of thought. Stamping and YouTube, that. Oh no, My Crafty shop. Yes, see? I get there. Yeah, guys, any of you looking for potential new shops, then go and check it out. It is literally just called My Crafty. I'm not sure if it's a UK, like .co.uk or .com. I think it's .co.uk. But go check them out because it's fairly awesome. They've got like 3 payment plans. One of them you can pay £5 every 3 months. It's like a 12-month thing, although you can cancel at any time. I believe, don't quote me on that, but I believe when you're doing the other payment plans you can cancel at any time. But the first one is like £5 every 3 months. Yeah, which works out at £20 for the year. The second one is £10 for 6 months, which still works out at £20 a year. And the third option is a one-off payment of £20 for the full year. And you get, I don't know about the other payment plans, but I paid the £20 one-off fee. I thought, well, I pay more than that in listing fees on Etsy and advertising on Facebook, like boosting posts on Facebook. But yeah, so I thought I'm just going to pay that. I still have money left in the business account anyway from just before Christmas. So I thought I'll use that. I think I had about £23 something left in the business account. So I thought I'm going to use that and we'll open the shop with it. Once you've opened the shop, that's it. You don't pay for listings. You don't even pay them commission or anything. So you pay your payment. The only fees you then have to pay are to Stripe. You've got to set up a Stripe account because unfortunately they don't deal with PayPal. Apparently PayPal aren't compatible with however they're set up. PayPal aren't compatible. So you go through Stripe, which were easy enough to set up, just like PayPal were. And Stripe is pretty much card based, so like PayPal, you go through PayPal and then take it out your bank and whatever. Stripe just comes straight off your bank card, like anything. You put your not your bank details. You put your card details in when you come to pay if you're buying something. So, yeah, but so I paid 20 quid. I've listed 2 things so far, although the brand new items to us, never seen before from us. Mainly because they weren't made by us. They were made by a fellow crafter who's now, I'll say now, quite a while back retired, and I bought a bundle of her old stock. But yeah, so, but now that 20 quid's gone, I've got the full year, and I can list anything I want to. I think you get up to 5 or 6. I think it's 5 or 6 photos per listing. Can't remember off the top of my head. I think it's 5 or 6. A bit like Etsy, I think it's 5 or 6 per listing. Obviously there's no fee, so you don't have to pay per photo or anything like that, like you do on eBay and whatever. You don't have to pay per listing, so you pay 20 quid and then just list. Literally unlimited. You can have as many as you want, and they have a what do they call it? Like an Etsy export thing, where if you go to Etsy, there's a CSV, is it, or something, whatever file that you can download from Etsy and then email it to My Crafty, and they will then export all your Etsy listings to your My Crafty shop. They don't publish them, they stick them in as unpublished listings, but you can then go in and edit them and then list them, publish them whenever you want. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. Because for the time being, while the listings are active on Etsy, I will keep them there. I won't list them anywhere else. I don't list things in the same thing in multiple shops, because I've done that before, where I had a listing in Etsy that was also in the Facebook shop, and it sold through the Facebook shop, but I forgot to take it off Etsy, and then somebody ordered on Etsy, and I'm like, oh, no, can't believe I just did that. Funnily enough, it was like 3 days apart as well, but luckily it was something that I thought, well, I've got the stuff, I can remake it. But yeah, so I will just wait until the listings have run out on Etsy, and then I'll publish them on My Crafty if I haven't sold them by then. So yellow, green, blue. But yeah, so if you're looking for a new place to go and sell, then definitely check it out, guys. It looks really cool. And if you're used to selling on Etsy, then you'll get on with My Crafty, no problem. I found it easy enough, and I'm not the best techie person in the world. So, yeah. But I figured it's 20 quid, you know. I mean, even just £5 for 3 months. If you don't like it, don't just cancel, don't renew it, instead of wasting 20 quid. But I figured, you know what, 20 quid for a year. I can spend 20 quid on absolutely nothing. Like I said, I spend more than 20 quid on Etsy fees. Not even fees, sorry, but Etsy listings. When I've run out of free listings, I can spend more than 20 quid on listing or relisting the stuff in the Etsy shop. And I spend more than that a month boosting posts to advertise on Facebook. So I'm like, do you know what? Stuff it. So I put the money to better what I deemed better use this time. So we shall see. Like I said, at the moment there's 2 items in the My Crafty shop. There will be more going in soon. I'm going to have the Etsy listings ported over or exported, whatever you call it. They don't disappear out of your Etsy shop either, they stay in there, but then they just kind of copy them over to your crafty shop. But besides them, there will be other items going into the shop, just not yet, because I need to take new stock photos and stuff like that. So, and at the moment, the weather's poo. I try to use as much natural light as I can when I'm doing the photography, because I'm not that great at it anyway, and I use my phone. The light box is good. I have a light box. It is good, but when I'm dealing with gemstones, which at the moment a lot of the stuff that I need to list in the shop is gemstone based, the light box doesn't show off the natural colours. It's good for enhancing brightness of stuff and whatever, but I find that they don't tend to show them off properly, so I don't like using it. I prefer natural light. Also, why quite a few people, not necessarily under the videos in public, but quite a few people comment on, oh, I like your jewellery today, you know, when I've done a video, I like what you're wearing today, what's that? Well, a lot of it is stuff that we sell in the shop. You know, it's stuff that I've made myself. Not this, I'll explain that in a minute, but a lot of it is stuff that I've made myself. And I'll wear it whilst doing a video, because not only do I like wearing it, and I do make myself jewellery anyway, but not only do I wear it because I make it and I like it, but it shows it off better in a video. It also shows what it's like when a person is wearing it, not a mannequin or just laid flat on a table somewhere for the sake of a photograph. It actually shows how it moves, you know, how it moves up and down your arm, that kind of thing, how they shine when they catch the light. This is mine. It actually is mine. I didn't make it, but it's my bracelet. I've claimed it. But this, let me just get it off and show you. This is a gemstone bracelet, charm bracelet. This was made by the same lady, Luna Jewels was her name on Facebook, when she was making and selling. I call her Luna still. But yeah, she made these. It's a gemstone bracelet with charms on it. Excuse me. This won't be getting sold in the shop. This is mine. I've claimed it. I love it that much. I've worn it pretty much non-stop since digging it out. Going through the box of jewellery the other week to list the stuff on, list a couple of things in the shop. So I'm like, I'm having that. I love that. So this is mine. I'll just put it on. But yeah, super cute, super cool. Love it. I'm not a huge fan normally of charm bracelets, but this one, I don't know why. I've really taken to it and I wear it a lot. But yeah, but I do this. I mean, you've all seen me wearing my own jewellery. Like, this is a textured bracelet, but it's a stamped piece as well. It's got hand stamped quote inside it that I've done myself, and it's a Shakespeare quote, so it's perfectly fine to use. To thine own self be true. I stamped that by hand myself. It starts off flat. I've textured it myself with a hammer, and then stamped it, and then bent it into the right shape, and then it goes in the tumbler to be cleaned and blah de blah, polished. But yeah, this is my personal bracelet, but this is what it'd look like on, kind of thing, if somebody else bought one. So I do tend to wear a lot of jewellery that I've made myself when I'm doing videos, because it shows it off how it is on a person rather than in a photo. Sometimes you just can't judge what it's going to look like on a photo, and even a photo of somebody wearing it kind of still doesn't always show off what it's like when it's on, how it moves with you. Like right now, I'm just holding a brew, and the way it's dangling, the way the charms are. like most bracelets, the way that no matter how you do them, the clasp always ends up at the top of your wrist. Do you know what I mean? No matter, and it's simply because a bracelet like this, or even with just one charm on, is heavy at this side. Wherever the dangles are is the heaviest, and as soon as it's the heaviest, it will always spin round to the bottom. You know, but you don't see that in a photo, because people take a photo wearing it like that, or wherever, you know. Even these, the charms are actually the opposite way around. That's okay, that's not. And it's because they flick around underneath, you know, they turn. Not only do they turn that way, but it's actually kind of flicked underneath. It should be that way. But you don't see that in a photo. So yeah, I do tend to wear a lot of jewellery when I'm on camera. It's not because I want to look pretty. It's because I want to show it off to its full potential. So anyway, yeah, because I do get a lot of questions like, oh, how does it work? You know, how does it hang and what have you? Is there a chance you can send me a photo of you wearing it and just kind of like with your arm down by your side and that sort of thing? Or if I've got bag charms and things like that, I always try and take a photo of it attached to a bag, because then you know which way it hangs and that sort of thing. So a lot of the time I do it, and then I'm like, well, if you go to such a video and flick to such a time scale and just watch for that couple of seconds or minutes, you'll see how it's moving around on my arm, kind of thing. So the rings and things are just me. You know, I don't do these, obviously. I do, well, actually I don't do rings. I have made rings before, beaded rings and hand stamped rings, because you can get ring blanks, but they're not for sale, and I never do them for sale because it's hard to judge people's ring sizes and that sort of thing. So but yeah, so the rings and things like that I wear aren't just for video purposes. I accessorise my jewellery depending on what I'm wearing. So occasionally you'll see me wearing rings on my thumb. Actually, occasionally you'll see me wearing coloured rings, like blue ones or gold ones, or not these silver ones, but silver ones. They're aluminium rings, and they're coloured because they're usually matching whatever I'm wearing. But you'll see me wearing them on my thumbs, and that will be because I'm having like a fidget day. You know, so this one doesn't fit on so good, so I'll have one on my thumbs. And that's because when I wouldn't say nervous, but when I'm stressed, and especially at the moment with the way the meds are affecting me, I have like fidget days, and not so much twitchy, but I'll have a fidgety day, and I always kind of play with my fingers and I'll rub or whatever. So I put a ring on and then I'm twiddling the ring instead because I do tend to make my thumbs quite sore otherwise. Also, it stops me biting my nails. Just one sec, I'll show you what I mean. That were a bad example because that ring's too small. These ones. My other ones, I'm not sure where the other ones are actually, but these. I tend to wear them. Actually, sometimes I'll wear that on that finger with that one because I'm wearing something blue. But yeah, I have some of these in silver too. These are aluminium rings, but I put them on and I twiddle them, or I'll put two on even, and yeah, I sit fidgeting. Kind of like a fidget spinner, but in jewellery. And I keep meaning to. I know there are tons of people out there that make them. I want an actual fidget ring where you've got a ring and it's got the bit on that you actually spin around like a spinner ring, spin it round and play with it. I need one. I know you don't, I mean, it's nice recommending, but I've got tons of people that I know where to go to for one, so I just never get around to getting one. Because I think, oh, you know, I'm alright with that one, but I'd like one that I could wear permanently. So, but anyway, I have absolutely no idea what I've waffled on about through this video. No doubt you're bored stiff. Don't even know if I'm still in frame. But if you're still here, you deserve a medal, and thank you for staying. But yeah, do you know, I've just realised as well, the lady in question who I'm doing this bracelet for is for her daughter, for her birthday next month. And I did tell her, as soon as I start doing it, I'll take pictures and I'll keep you updated and progress, and I've not done any of that because I've been waffling instead. Absolute nonsense too, no doubt. So, sorry. No doubt you'll end up watching this, but sorry. I will send you pictures shortly. But in the meantime, this is why I didn't keep you updated while I was making it, because I was too busy here chatting, talking to myself and talking nonsense. But it's coming on well. See? Cool. I apologise in case you actually heard him, but Taylor's downstairs at the moment. Excuse me, but his quiet room, which is soon to be my new workroom, is directly underneath me. And it's wood flooring down there as well, and it echoes. And I've just heard him shouting at his game, but he knows I'm up here videoing, and I've told him, shh, quiet. Mum's going upstairs to video, and he's like, okay. He's whispering, he's like, okay, Mum, I'll try and be quiet. I'm like, not right this second, but please be quiet. Because I know what he's like when he's playing games. He'll scream and shout. I just heard him then, so he's probably forgot. But there's no coming back upstairs and not way past. I'm like to Ubby, shh, filming in progress upstairs. But I've actually stuck a thing on the door, a piece of paper on the door, on the bedroom door. I've sellotaped it to the door, and it's big letters saying, shh, filming in progress. So, alright guys, I'm just shutting window. It's actually going to be nippy now. I've calmed down. I've cooled down, thank goodness. So, I can actually shut the window and shut the curtains now too. So, I think I'm actually going to turn off anyway soon because, yep, despite being on charge whilst I am filming, my phone is on 16% battery. It's just flashed up and told me 5 times that my battery's going to run out soon. And there's not really a right lot else for me to tell you, really. And you probably, I don't know whether you can hear him or not, but Taylor's getting quite rowdy down there now. I think he's forgot. It's been longer than 5 minutes. He'll have forgot what I've told him. But yeah, so I'm going to go actually, guys. I've babbled on at you enough about absolutely nothing. You're probably bored by now anyway. So that's as far as I've got, and even without talking to you guys, that's as far as I'd have got anyway, because by now I'd have been on my own. Well, I'm on my own anyway. But by now, if I weren't talking to you guys, I'd have got bored and I'd have switched off. I'd just actually turn around and watch telly. Or I'd have stopped and I'd have gone and had another brew break because that's gone cold. Or I'd have been faffing around on my phone. See, that's a good thing. When I'm videoing, it stops me using my phone. Keeps me off Facebook. I'd have ended up stopping to take a photo, sent it to the woman, and then I'd have been 3 hours on Facebook chatting. So I wouldn't have even got this far if I hadn't been videoing. Videoing does have its advantages. But yeah, so... But I've actually stopped shaking, kind of. I've just a little bit in this hand every now and then. That's just depending how I hold myself. I can't grip properly, but not too bad shakes wise. I've stopped anyway. But I am going to stop now, go down, make another brew. Put my phone on charge properly before it dies properly. Because if it dies on me now, it won't save the video. Not that that'll be a great loss. But yeah, so I am going to scoot off, guys. I'm going to stick a podcast on, or probably a YouTube tutorial. And I'm just going to carry on. I think I'll move this to the board on the bed instead of here at the desk. And then I can watch telly whilst doing it. I will take some pictures, Sarah, and I will send them to you. I'll also apologise and explain why I didn't do it earlier. I haven't forgot, I promise. I'm actually doing it. Look, I'm doing it. Bless her, she's waited for ages, since before Christmas, for me to do that. I mean, she knew I weren't going to do it till after Christmas, but then when I was getting ready to do it, my shoulder had proper kicked in, being painful. Then I couldn't do anything. Then I was coming off the meds to begin with, so it knocked me sideways. And then I've been ill, and then one thing after another. I'm like, seriously? She's like, calm down. I understand, it's fine, and I don't need it until March anyway. But I really don't like it. She's already paid for it. Even if she hadn't, it's not the point. I hate having to postpone things. But anyway, she's absolutely amazing. Anyway, guys. She's lovely. So thank you, Sarah, for being so understanding. As I said, I am getting on with it, and I am now going to send you pictures and stuff and have a quick chit chat to you while I'm making another brew. So thank you very much for coming along and sticking with me if you're still here. If not, I don't blame you for going. And the next video, fingers crossed, will be... well, it'll be a tutorial, I know that. What it'll be on, I do not know. But, like I said, today's Wednesday. It's supposed to be filmed, edited and uploaded and exported to YouTube, ready to actually be published, available to watch tomorrow for Tutorial Thursday. I did put a thing on the page earlier saying it's going to be postponed for a day or two, so I haven't even filmed it yet. I need to get this out of the way first, so I won't have time to do it tonight because it is already 20 to 6 in the evening. I don't think I'll get one done tomorrow either because I have Taylor's annual statement, well, EHC, Educational Healthcare Plan, what used to be the old statement, review tomorrow morning. Then I have to do the post office run for this and a couple of other things, so I probably won't get it filmed tomorrow. But if I do get it filmed tomorrow, I won't have time to edit and upload it and everything before tomorrow ends. I don't know. Anyway, I'm going. Right, another warning's just flashed up, so about battery. I am going, so if the planets and the stars and everything are all aligned and in our favour, there will be a tutorial Thursday tomorrow. Although God knows when you're going to get to watch this, so by saying tomorrow, that will be the 7th. By the time you watch this, it's probably the 30th. But anyway, fingers crossed I can get that done and uploaded actually for tomorrow, even if it's before 11 o'clock at night. It's still Thursday, so technically it still counts as Tutorial Thursday. We'll see. But yeah, and then after that, the tutorial, I have a new journal series coming up, so keep your eyes, keep your eyes peeled on updates for that if you're interested in that sort of thing. Obviously there will probably be other videos in between, but I'm going to do another journal series from beginning to end, and it's a cool one, so keep your eyes posted, guys. Keep coming back. Thank you so much for staying this long. I'm not going to do the whole typical jargon. You know what to do. If you like the videos, thumbs up. If you want to see us more, subscribe. If you want to have notifications, hit the bell icon, or don't, whichever. Just pop back every now and then. And thank you so much again. See you soon, guys. Goodbye.